In today's video, I'm going to share 5 lessons from the trenches to help you transform your body. These are shared experiences from my clients and myself this past week that I thought you may find some value in hearing about. Lesson number 1 comes from my coaching client, Frank, who has been trying to find ways to increase his protein intake. And I was looking through his food journal for the past couple of days. It kind of looked like he wasn't recording everything that he's consuming. So I reached out, I said, like, what's been going on with your diet for the past couple of days? Some suggestions for you. Maybe you can incorporate some hard-boiled eggs, like bring them to work. He's a busy dude, got active kids, sports on the go, busy career and everything on top of that, plus trying to fit in this active, healthy lifestyle here. So hard-boiled eggs are a convenient way to not only get nutrient-rich food into your diet, but a high protein intake as well. Also suggested some beef jerky if you're in a jam. So he mentioned that he's just been busy on the go, hasn't been all that hungry, so he's actually been eating a little less than he had planned for. But again, it's just taking advantage of those opportunities where you want to be in a calorie deficit, and if you don't feel that hunger, why force yourself to eat? It's an opportunity to kind of be a little bit more aggressive with your deficit and not really feel the negative impact from that. Just being careful that you don't go for too long in that regards and then all of a sudden you experience a binge. So he shared that, and then I also mentioned, like, how about tuna? Like, even bringing a can of tuna with you, you can mix it in with anything. I know some people love mixing it with just hot sauce or salsa. Even mixing it with some light mayo or something isn't bad. Just a small tablespoon of that, even a teaspoon, just to get some texture in there. There's a variety of things that you can add. Some people, it's relish, another low-calorie thing to mix in there. So there's a variety of things. We'd love to hear what you do with tuna in a convenient situation like that, where you don't want to have a full meal, but you just want to have kind of a little protein snack on the go there. So he's like, man, I love tuna. I'm like, dude, there you go, man. So there's 3 options there. For myself personally, I also love smoked salmon, just those thin little slices there. Expensive, but super, super tasty. Or I'll just hit up a sushi joint and just have some sashimi if I need something real quick. So great little experience from Frank there. Just simple little tricks that you just don't realize, especially when you're busy and on the go all the time. Like, simple ways that you can make quality nutrition convenient for you. Lesson number 2 comes from my coaching client, Don. I asked him if he experienced any kind of mini victories from this past week, any intentions that he has for this upcoming week that he would like to improve upon. And he mentioned, like, a victory from last week was that he has cut back on the excessive caffeine intake, and he's noticed that he actually has more energy. That's a huge aha moment there. And I find that, like, I love caffeine. I love my coffee, but I just have my 2 cups in the morning. Sometimes if I meet up with a friend later on, maybe a date, I'll have coffee once in a while in the afternoon there. But I do find if you have caffeine too late in the day, it can impact your sleep. Or even if you have more than 2 cups in the morning, it can have an impact on your sleep. So if your sleep is suffering, that's going to have a negative impact on your energy as well. So if you cut back on the caffeine and you sleep better, you're going to have more energy in that regard as well. So something that he didn't really think about the impact that the caffeine may have been having on his sleep. He just was noticing that his energy felt better even though he reduced the caffeine, which he's consuming to help kind of boost his energy. So it's really great. Again, aha moments from my clients that come from body awareness. Really paying attention to the experience overall, how your body is experiencing, feeling the changes that you're implementing into your lifestyle there. So that is actually huge when it comes to not only transforming your body now, but long-term success. Just being aware of the impact that the choices you're making are having on your body, your energy, your mood, just how you're performing in all aspects of life, your sleep, your stress management, all those kinds of factors that come into play. The other thing that Don mentioned is that he's got a wedding coming up in the fall, and that gives him a little bit more incentive to continue building the momentum that he's built in this fat loss process there. So again, just a great way to show that the value of attaching an event to a goal. You just kind of picture yourself there. That's a method that I have taught with my clients and with myself in the past. When you tie that event to your goal, you can kind of stir up the positive emotions, like almost picture yourself there at the event, feeling your best, looking your best, and it can provide you with some motivation. But from there, I like to just focus on the process, like feeling my best in the moment, doing the things that are going to allow me to thrive right here and now, knowing that when I do that, the outcome's going to take care of itself. You're going to look fantastic for the wedding coming up. So just focus on thriving in this moment, and then you're going to look great for the wedding that you're attending later on. So little tips, little tricks, and speaking of the accountability of having an event, because that does create that urgency when it comes to your goals. One of the members of the Lose Fat, Get Jacked Inner Circle, Chris, has been a prime example of the benefits of sharing your experience and holding yourself accountable, not just to your end goal, but to the process itself. He has been logging in the Lose Fat, Get Jacked Inner Circle every single day, sharing like the foods that he ate, his calorie intake, the macro breakdown, insights into his sleep, which he's been trying to improve, insights into the cardio, when he's doing the cardio, his step count, when he's doing his weight training, and all these different factors, the challenges that he's facing, many victories that he's experiencing. Like, he's sharing these things on a daily basis. He's not so much focused on the outcome, he's just focused on the process. These are my intentions for the day, and this is what I'm going to hold myself accountable. This is what I want you guys to hold myself accountable, and he's experiencing great success. The important thing to note is that he started this a few weeks ago, not with the intention of losing weight during that time there. He just wanted to establish positive habits into his lifestyle. He was drinking more often than he wanted to. Sleep was off track, not as consistent with his weight training. So he wanted to develop these positive habits. I think he's only had one day or maybe 2 days during this past 3 weeks where he's had a drink. So it's been a dramatic improvement to what he was experiencing before. And now he's very consistent with his weight training. And again, that heightened sense of awareness to when he switched walking in the morning instead of the weight training, he's found that that's energized him more throughout the day. He always feared going to the gym later in the day, found it was too busy and everything. And it would kind of like put him in a bad mood. Now he's having great workouts at that time of day and having a great sleep as well. Paying attention to when he eats that last meal and how that has an impact on his sleep. Just paying attention to a lot of different factors that could be having an impact on his sleep, which will have an impact on how well he performs through the day. And just being aware that he sits a lot. There's days where he sits a lot at the office, so he tries to get in more steps through walking, whether it's on the treadmill or outside, depending on the weather there. So really great insights overall, a great shared experience. And I think just the beauty of him sharing, not only asking us to hold him accountable and saying, yeah, I did this, but sharing the lessons that he's learned from each day, little insights that he's become aware of from the subtle little changes that he's been making in his daily habits there. I think that is the beauty of what we're doing right here. I'm sharing their experiences so you can learn from their experiences. You can drop comments down below to share your experiences so we can learn from your experiences. We're all learning and growing together. That truly is the beauty of this experience, and the accountability that Chris is showing in the Lose Fat, Get Jacked Inner Circle is exactly what produces the best results for my clients. The clients who, whether it's the one-on-one coaching clients or members of the Lose Fat, Get Jacked Inner Circle, the ones who are more public with their accountability, they share their challenges, they share their many victories, they share the insights that they're learning from their experiences. Those are the ones that experience the greatest success. Do you have to be accountable? No, but I think it adds, not only does it increase your likelihood of succeeding, but I think it brings more joy to the overall process. I think it makes it more rewarding experience because you see that others are benefiting from hearing about your journey. Maybe you inspire them to take action. Maybe they pick up on one tip that you shared, one little change that you made in your daily habits, they implement it themselves. They're like, holy smokes, this works wonderful. One little trick helped me sleep better, gave me more energy. Now I'm able to give even more to my training sessions. And speaking of training, lesson number 3 comes from, sorry, that was lesson number 3. Lesson number 4 comes from Justin, who mentioned that he's going to try for the next few weeks not counting reps. Instead of counting reps, he's just going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. He's not going to get the exact rep count in his mind. He's just going to focus on that. And this is something that I have brought up probably 2 years ago or so. I stopped counting reps. I just found it had reps can, even as a coach, as a personal trainer in person, I would hand my clients a weight and give them a guideline. All right, we're going to go for 8 to 12 repetitions. They get to 12 reps and they stop. And I'm like, well, why did you stop? Like, you could have did more. Like, well, it's just 8 to 12 reps. Like, just because you have a rep target in mind, give it your best effort. And then next set, bump up the weight to try to find that weight that's going to allow you to stick within that rep range. And I also find that having a rep target in mind as well, you can have a general target they're aiming for, but counting for it. If you don't get there, it can leave you feeling defeated. Like, what's wrong with me? Maybe I'm not sleeping well. Maybe I've overtrained. Maybe I need a deload week because I didn't hit the same reps that I did last week with this weight. Maybe you're just so focused on that progressive overload that you're forcing progress, and that could lead to injury. So there's a lot of different factors that come into play. Not that there's anything wrong with counting reps and having that rep target, but I find for myself, especially at this stage in the game, 47 years young, over 30 years of lifting experience under my belt, progress coming at like a super slow rate right now. I just pick a weight that I know is going to feel good to me in that moment at that time, and I give it my best effort. I focus on the music, I get in the zone, I feel the contractions, I'm pushing, I am fully immersed in that experience, feeling joy from every freaking rep, giving it my absolute best focused attention and effort. And to me, that just provides just a light years better experience than if I'm just focused on reps and the load that I'm lifting and documenting all that. I fully immerse myself in that experience. Afterwards, like, did I give it my all? Frickin' A, man. Did the weight feel good to me? Hell yeah, it was awesome. Do I need to maybe dial it back for the next set to make it feel better? Like, have a back off set there? Bring it on. That sounds perfect to me there. Just give it my all with that back off set. It's going to feel so much better on my joints, my muscles. Let's go for that. Maybe I'm going to bump it up this set. That felt great. I'm going to push out a little bit more weight here, not caring about if it's a few reps short or whatever, as long as I'm giving my best effort, which is really what the research has shown to date currently right now. It's probably going to change years from now. Who knows? Could change next week. But training very, very close to the point of true momentary muscular failure is what produces the best results. So I just give my best effort. And I find that's what really makes the overall training experience so much more fun. Lesson number 5 from this week is from my own personal experience here. So I order my supplements from Nootropics Depot, link down below in the description there. I've been affiliated with them for, I don't know, maybe 2 years now. The supplement company that I trust. I love the way they operate with integrity. They're very transparent. They take you behind in their labs and show you their testing methods. I think their testing methods are top notch. I haven't seen anyone else, any other supplement company with this kind of level of testing in their facility and being willing to send a batch back because it's not up to the quality that the standards that they have for themselves and for their clients here. So I love Nootropics Depot, and they're in the States. I'm in Canada here, and this last order of supplements got stuck at the border, got stuck at customs for 5 weeks. What customs is doing with that? Maybe they're using the box as something to sit on in the office. I don't know, but they can sit on it for as long as they want. They don't have to rush it off to me. So it was stuck there. So I ran out of my supply of supplements for about a month. There was about 4 weeks where I wasn't taking any supplements there, which was, if you follow me, I think it was a year ago where I didn't take any supplements for 30 days to see how my body would respond to that, because I was taking some different supplements, whether it was Tomcat Alley, Fedosia agrestis, turkesterone, all that stuff. Anytime I'm taking supplements and reporting positive results, everyone's like, oh, it's a placebo effect, whatever. But go off the supplements and realizing, I don't feel my best when I'm not taking these supplements. I don't perform my best. I don't sleep my best when I'm not taking these. And mainly it's coming down to the essential vitamins and minerals there. So in the winter, I think it was close to the winter time when I wasn't taking that, and not having the vitamin D, D3, and not having magnesium, not having zinc, those types of things, not having fish oil, kind of the essential things there that really had an impact on my sleep, my energy, my overall well-being. So I noticed a lack of energy that time. I noticed a lack of energy this time. I noticed my sleep wasn't as good this go around as well. My performance in the gym, my strength started going down a little bit as well. So all these different little factors makes me realize my diet is dialed in. My lifestyle is dialed in. But still, even with consuming quality, whole natural nutrient-rich foods, 90-95% of the time, my body still requires a little boost in those vitamins and minerals, and some other stuff like Tomcat, Allay, Cystanch. All that stuff can have a positive impact on strength. Creatine can have an impact on strength, endurance, all that stuff for some people. For some people are non-responders, but yeah, for me, it just goes to show, especially I think because I am so active, challenging my body, pushing my body in a variety of ways, from weight training to yoga to paddleboarding, biking. Walk is kind of like active recovery, but I'm always moving, always doing something. So my body, I think, needs more than just the food that I'm providing it. And it's, again, my blood work always comes back really good. Everything is in the normal ranges there. But when I talk to my naturopath, like, she's like, well, why be normal? Like, why not get up to those optimal levels? So bump up the vitamin B12, bump up the magnesium a bit, a few of these things that can help me feel my best, my absolute best, not just good. Feel like I am absolutely freaking thriving and wanting to give the absolute best of myself to every single moment throughout the day. So those are the 5 lessons that we have learned from this past week, my clients, myself. So again, Frank, with regards to the protein, just simple little things. Hard-boiled eggs, some beef jerky, tuna, maybe some smoked salmon slices there as well. My second client, Donald, who experienced the benefits of cutting back on the excessive caffeine, how that's impacted his energy. Also having that goal that has an event tied to it can have some positive benefits. Number 3, Chris, the accountability is absolutely huge. Whether you're accountable to a friend, a colleague, a loved one, or in a group like the Lose Fat, Get Jacked Inner Circle, holding yourself accountable can really have a huge impact. I don't think I mentioned like that first. So the first 2 weeks with Chris was just trying to build habits. The third week, he did start his cutting phase, and he lost like just over 5 pounds. His goal, again, which is normal, like the first week, you usually lose more just from cutting back on the food volume and water and glycogen and all that stuff. But his goal is about 1.5 pounds per week from here on out. So great success already from the accountability there. Number 4, Justin, not counting reps. Again, you can count reps. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's just really looking to immerse himself in the experience and to make it more of a positive experience from that little change. So I'll be interested to hear what his experience is like. It's been very positive for me personally. And then number 5 is just paying attention to how your body responds to supplements. You hear a lot of talk, you don't need to spend your money on supplements, wasting money on supplements, but when you start incorporating like some of those essential vitamins and minerals into your diet and you notice you're feeling better, God, why not? Why not go for it? So have that heightened sense of awareness that we've been talking about through this video and many of the videos that I've recorded in the past is going to serve you incredibly well throughout this transformation journey. I hope you found value in today's video and these shared experiences. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up, and I'd appreciate it big time. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. But more than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, your insights, share your feedback on the lessons that myself and my clients have learned past week, and let us know any lessons that you have learned from this past week as well. Before I go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you next video.